Well, a powerful topic this week, power itself. I'm not sure that I've ever selected power solely and exclusively as a topic. And so I find it interesting, and I feel as though discovery and examination and thus uh, elucidation, illumination is available for all of us on the topic of power. I guess the first question might be, we certainly throw the word around a lot. It's, what is it? Have you ever paused to define it for yourself, to really think about what power is and thus what its meaning and purpose and significance and importance it is? Because we sure use the word a lot. So since I'm going to explore it and talk about it, I thought that I would just flesh out a brief definition of it, such as I understand it. And this is a beginning salvo in that direction. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it might develop or clarify or crystallize as we move forward. Power, the fundamental and essential resource necessary to create, move, shape, and influence reality. The fundamental and essential resource necessary to create, move, shape, and influence reality. Who has all the power? For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Who has all the power with a capital P? I think we can make a pretty good, well, it's not even a guess, but a selection in that direction. Who has all the power, all the fundamental and essential resource necessary to create, move, shape, and influence, well, the entire universe? So does God have all the power? Are we given any of it? Are we eternally and absolutely consigned to be powerless forever? Or is powerlessness the road that we all travel on our way to acquiring this precious resource that allows us to move and shape and influence reality? Well, I guess that begs another question. And the next question is, do you want to shape, move, and mold and create reality? Do you want to do that? Is that of interest to you? Or do you like to have reality molded and shaped and influenced for you? Do you like to be an active player in that game? Do you wish to be a co-creator or a co-collaborator in that regard? Well, I guess if we're going to do that, we would have to have more of this precious resource. We would have to receive more of it. Well, then there's another big question. Does infinite power parse out individual powers to us in varying degrees? In other words, do certain special people get more power than others? And are others consigned to a dearth, or are they bereft of power? And so they're not really capable of moving, shaping, and influencing reality in the way that they would like. Whew, boy, we're starting the week with some big questions, but I love big questions because big questions lead to big answers. But I would ask you, just, do you want more power? It says in the recovery program that we can pray. Actually, it says pray only. The word only is inserted in there. I'd like to talk to Bill about the word only, but he's Bill, so he gets to write what he wants. But do you want more power? Do you feel like you would like to influence reality more? How would you like to influence reality? Would you like to bring more love, more healing? Would you like to stride around the planet and heal people left and right simply by passing by them or having a conversation? Would you like to bring harmony and well-being and eliminate dysfunction and toxicity in the world everywhere that you can because of power? How come some people get more power than other people? How come bad people seem to be able to get a lot of power? How come they can garner and gather and collect within themselves an almost astonishing amount of power and then use it in ways that I and we certainly don't agree with, right? Can you think of anybody on the planet right now who seems to have gathered a great deal of power who's not using it in the way that you would like? Man, there are a lot of aspects of power. But this week we begin the examination. But I'm going to begin with a premise, and the premise is God is sending us all virtually unlimited amount of power. The variable is the degree to which we are constraining it or limiting it. What does it say somewhere? Limit not the Holy One of Israel. Constrain not the infinite power of the universe always being broadcast and sent in my direction. So since we're all theoretically or hypothetically sent an infinite amount of power to do great things, great works in the world, why are we blocking it and obstructing it? And how is it that we do that? So I think I would say for myself, I've had great experience in blocking or constraining a great deal of power. And I'm trying to do my best to get myself in alignment. As a great yogi once said, some people are 5-watt people. They're operating on 5 watts. And he said, other people operate on 1,000,000 watts. Now, is God making 1,000,000-watt light bulbs and 5-watt light bulbs? Sure seems like it, but that's just the human perspective. So we all have aspect to infinite power to mold and shape reality, well, to bring heaven on earth. The question is, how am I constraining it? Well, the ways that we constrain anything: poor thinking, poor belief, poor emotional nature, and of course, limited action and poor behavior. So if we begin to knock that off, then perhaps, well, not perhaps, most certainly God will give us all the power that we could ever use if we were to use it for his good purposes. Anyway, have a powerful day, and off we go. See you.